It was looking kind of dire for the Nats for a while yesterday. Came back and won a dramatic 14-inning game. Max Scherzer doing everything. He's now a photographer at the yard this weekend. He single-handedly almost won the game for the Nats last night. Almost, because he had a lot of help, especially the bullpen, FP. But what a night last night. That was the kind of game maybe you look on a couple of months later and say, wow, that was big, and it kind of got us going again.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. The Braves thought they were missing Max Scherzer this week, and they got him, and he got a W yesterday. So he fired us all up. It was a great win, and hopefully build on it, split a series, and get out of here in first place today.
The bullpen pitched the equivalent of a 7-inning no-hitter last night after Max Scherzer left the ballgame. These guys are amazing. Ryan Madson got it started with one of the quickest innings we've ever seen from him.
7 pitches, 5 strikes. Sean Kelly came in, a third of an inning, got a strikeout. Don't forget about Sammy Solis, 2/3 of an inning. And there's your MVP, Miller, yesterday. Big star, 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, and then you give the ball to Sean Doolittle for his 14th save. So it was tough to see yesterday. Hitters talking about the shadows today, but the bullpen yesterday, money. 7 strikeouts, 7 innings, like you said, a no-hitter.
Yeah, and now over the last couple of weeks, the bullpen's been outstanding. They've won 3 games. No blown saves, the ERA, the innings pitched, the strikeout to walk ratio, everything working together. Then there's that young guy who's playing every day now, and he's playing very well in the outfield. Juan Soto now hitting .349, 15 hits in 13 games, couple of homers and 5 RBIs. Last state, he's on fire with 12 for 30. In the lineup today, the Nats and Braves. Straight ahead. Masson brought to you by PNC Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. And by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. Chop House Gate, right field. Folks coming in. Hot day, sun blazing, almost 90 in Atlanta. And the ball's carrying out there too for the kids. 55% humidity. It's going to be 89 here for first pitch. The Nats have Bryce Harper on the bench today, getting a day off. Juan Soto batting second. Then it's Rendon and Reynolds after him, and Juan, last 8 games, 12 for 30. Got 3 hits yesterday to get off the schneid in this series. So Brian Goodwin's in right for Bryce. Spencer Kieboom almost went the distance yesterday, and he's back in the lineup today. 34-year-old Anibal Sanchez, 91 and 94, used to dominate the Nats, but a different time in his career and in our team's history.
Yeah, 4-star of the year for Anibal. Last start on the 29th against the New York Metropolitans. He got the no decision. 4 runs on 5 hits. Over just 4 innings, he threw 64 pitches in that one. We'll get into his arsenal. He's a kitchen sink guy. A lot of pitches. Here's the defense for the Braves today behind Anibal. Tucker, Inciarte, Markakis, the outfield. Swanson, Albies up the middle. Camargo, Freeman at the corners. And Kurt Suzuki doing the catching. There's Kurt. Trying to split the series today. Big game. Get out of here in first place and have an off day to relax and watch hockey tomorrow.
The possibility of an 8-2 road trip. First pitch, Sanchez. A strike. We're underway. Trey Turner in there at 1:36 Eastern time. Trey in the series 2 for 14, a walk, couple of steals. Bunch of batting averages. Took a hit yesterday. That's a 2-hopper down to the shallow playing Camargo. And he's got Trey to start the game. Juan Soto got it going.
Pretty good day for Juan Soto yesterday. 3 knocks. 4th curveball of his first at bat, base hit. So we saw a lot of off speed, and that might have been a cutter right there from Brandon McCarthy. And then left on left, you know about this one. Tied the game at 2. So Juan Soto, a nice day yesterday, and now he's hitting second today.
Not bad. 349 is a big league hitter. And 90 on the Sanchez curveball, or fastball, pardon me. 9 strikeouts, 6 walks in Juan's first 43 big league at bats. That one skips in.
Yeah, a lot of the Braves players were saying before the game today that the conditions yesterday, when all the strikeouts were occurring, were not safe. Meaning they couldn't see the baseball at all.
Yeah.
There was pitches in at bats where they were saying we lost the ball halfway there, and we were talking about how it was a strikeout festival yesterday and the conditions were tough. Even Adam Amari was saying, the home plate umpire, he was telling players, I didn't see that pitch. So with the shadows yesterday, you think it's tough. Even the umpire wasn't seeing the pitches for about 3 innings yesterday.
Soto up and away. And Fox has an exclusive window for TV at 7 o'clock. So teams have an option, start at 4 or start at 1. For the sake of their hitters, and maybe even a safety issue like we could have had yesterday, maybe it's a whole lot better to play on a little shorter rest at 1 o'clock than it is at 4 when hitters can't see.
Not maybe safety issues. You get hit right in the face by
exactly. Fastball. Thank goodness most of the pitchers had great command yesterday. Soto, a bouncer, had to get by the pitcher to have a chance, and Sanchez took care of it. 2 down for Rendon. Game notes for you. The Nats on the road trip, 7 of 9, bullpen unbelievable. The whole staff just over 2 runs a game. Anthony Rendon makes contact most of the time, so apropos with him walking in. Anibal Sanchez, since 2015, highest ERA in baseball for pitchers who've gone a minimum of 400 innings. Chris Tillman, Ubaldo Jimenez, Matt Moore, and Wade Miley also on that list. Anthony Rendon rips one straight back foul. Did that catch the catcher on the left shoulder or the upper arm maybe? Looked like Kurt Suzuki got a little staggered by that. Anthony turned around and grabbed him. He'll reach out and tap one to right. Ozzie Albies has it measured. And that's it for the Nats in a 1-2-3 first. Jeremy Hellickson, 2-0 career against Atlanta, going to work in a second. back home, so relax. Pretend you're at the ballpark with us here in Atlanta. Braves are second in the league in hitting. They're at 260. The Cubs have gone crazy. They're up to 267. And the Braves are also second in runs in the National League. Don't blame Freddie Freeman. 15-game hitting streak. Got a base hit yesterday. 23 for 61. He's 3 for 10 career against Jeremy Hellickson. And they're starting to talk about Nick Markakis as an all-star. So here's Hellickson.
2 earned runs on 6 hits last start on the 29th against Baltimore. And his second win of the year. Nats are 6-2 when Jeremy starts. So fastball, cutter, curveball change.
Rendon shallow at third, ball 1 low and in. Inciarte this series 3 for 14. Career against Hellickson 3 for 12. Wilmer Defoe slides over to get it.
The defense for the Nats today just saw Wilmer, yesterday's hero. One of them, his triple was totally underrated when we watched Max run. There's the defense today. Forgot about Wilmer with the clutch hit. Spencer Kieboom behind the plate for the second day in a row. Got a couple of hits yesterday. His first major league RBI in front of his family and friends. So getting the nod again here today. Did a nice job yesterday.
Yes, he did. Ozzie Albies facing Hellickson for the first time. It was under the radar. Evidently, some people didn't know about it till after the game. But Pedro Severino caught the bottom of the 14th yesterday. So Kieboom almost went all the way. It wasn't announced that we knew of here. The truck didn't hear about it. Thanks to some of the Bulldog Nats reporters who cover the team on the road here. We heard about it later. Reynolds flips to Hellickson. It's off the top of his glove. He's pulled a hamstring maybe, and the runner goes to second. A high toss from Mark Reynolds, and Hellickson's hurt.
Could be a cramp. So we'll wait a minute here and see how he reacts to this. It might have been that he had to reach up for it. I didn't see how he hit the base. I was watching the play from way up here, not on the monitor. So we'll look at it again here in a minute. Bullpen on red alert all of a sudden. It might have been that little stutter step at the end over the base. You know, usually when we see a pulled hamstring, you'll see a step where it grabs, right? And you're hoping it was just a cramp by the way he went weird over the bag and he could stretch it out. I didn't see it give on the way over there, so that's a good sign. Looks like it's upper hamstring too.
Jeffrey Rodriguez just got called up today because Tim Collins went on paternity leave. So the Nats have a fresh arm out there, and he's up stretching.
And he's a starter too. And that'll do it.
Jeremy Hellickson, as good as he's been. Tough break for the Nats. He's done after a third of an inning. We'll take a break, and then Jeffrey Rodriguez will have all the time he needs. Rough start to the afternoon for the Nats.
are up at the plate. He goes single up the middle. Then we watch them score from first. But you also remember the race that they have here. So he gets up first, and he's telling Freddie, I'm going to score. Defoe's hitting the gap, and I'm going to score right here. I don't know if he said that, but we're going to go with it. There's some StatCast on it, 27 feet per second. I mean, that's Major League average, folks. So he was getting it. I talked to Bob Henley after the game. He said, I was setting him. Didn't matter. So here's the freeze, and here's the Schurz. And the freeze at the finish line and Max at home plate. Max beats the freeze. That was awesome. I mean, fired everybody up. Max Scherzer, baseball player, 2-time NL Pitcher of the Month, 3-time Cy Young Award winner. And I think a good chance at the most valuable player of the National League this year, and I'm sticking to that all year.
Max due to start on Tuesday. As far as we know, he did not lobby Davey Martinez to come right into this game. So choose a winning team for your vehicle. It's Jeffrey Rodriguez just called up. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. Jeffrey Rodriguez will have a birthday in July. He's 24, 6'6", 232 from Hyena of the Dominican Republic. And for AA Harrisburg this year, 4-3 in 11 starts with a 3.88 ERA, 60 strikeouts in 58 innings. He was the 26th man on the roster for a doubleheader a couple of weeks ago. Did not see action, but he's in the big leagues, and here we go. Wilmer Defoe will visit with him, as will Trey Turner. Runners at second, 1 out on the error by Mark Reynolds.
Your first big league hitter is Freddie Freeman. No big deal. Go get him right after him. I'm serious.
Is he looking first pitch fastball? He was. This will be close. Ball trying to twist back and reachable for Anthony Rendon. Good play. Right by the edge of the tarp. 2 down.
And so your first big league out is Freddie Freeman. Nicely done. Didn't know you were pitching today? Warm up on a big league mound for your first warm-up pitches. How about that? Who could say that? And then Anthony Rendon picks you up by finding the wall first and then reaching over second. I like what he did there. He's kind of cruising, then he sped up so he could get there and make a play. Nice play.
And with 2 outs, it'll be Nick Markakis.
Yeah, how many pitchers can say they warmed up on the game mound for their first big league appearance?
Sure, there have been some, but it can't happen too often in an injury situation like this. His next pitch is hit for a base hit. Around third, Albies. Goodwin double pumped. There's a play at second, and out there. Keyboom throws out Markakis, who drives in his 39th run, and the Braves turn that error into an unearned run to lead after 1.
looking like a gamer. I bet he's got a glove down there somewhere too. 1-0 Braves. Washington D.C. Lexus Steelers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 home runs hit by the Nats this year. Lexus experience amazing.
That run charged to Jeremy Hellickson, but it is unearned. So we go top two, Reynolds, Goodwin, Taylor. Looks like some folks are on a ballpark tour. Mark in the series with a walk 0 for 7. 1 for 5 with a walk against Sanchez. 10 pitches, 8 strikes first inning for Anibal. That one well outside. After a loss this year, the Braves are the best team in baseball. They're 17-6. After a win, and Reynolds skies one to left for Tucker, the Nats are 21-10. So who knows what to make of that number? They're just two good ball clubs who play well, whether they're coming off the W or the L. 4 straight for Sanchez, and Goodwin is next. Ryan came in yesterday to pinch hit in the 11th, was hit by a pitch, struck out in the 12th, walked in the 14th.
My memories of Sanchez are that he usually gets strike one and then gets real fine after that. He'll start nibbling and his pitch count runs up because he pitches to corners. Even with 2 strikes, maybe less than aggressive, I should say, with this stuff.
Was told his curveball is Levon Hernandez like. 72 miles an hour on that one dropping. Best season 13-12 with Miami back in 2010. He had a 14-8 with the Tigers 3 years after that. Was 4th in the Cy Young voting that year. It's on the outside edge, and Brian Goodwin caught looking. Sanchez, first strikeout.
Mercedes will show you a fastball away. Everything down in the zone so far. Good frame by Suzuki to cement the call.
Michael A. Long homer to left center, first time up yesterday, and a spinning ground ball down to Freddie Freeman. So the Nats 6 up, 6 down against Sanchez. Put into play. How about Nats Pass? Still available. Guys are coming home Tuesday. $65 for the month. Attend Nats games whenever you want. Rays, Giants, Yankees, O's, and Phils. Nats Pass available exclusively through the MLB Ballpark app. So download it. Start enjoying unlimited Nationals baseball. So Rodriguez, 2 pitches, 2 strikes, a foul out, and an RBI hit. Now he faces Kurt Suzuki. That's in a right-handed shift on the infield.
Yeah, threw 87 pitches in Harrisburg 3 days ago on Thursday. And talking to Mark Shalaba, Nats Director of Player Development, he's telling me that he's got a mid-90s fastball that hit 100 last year. Swing and miss breaking ball. So curveball that's pretty sharp. A changeup that has a lot of sink to it. So sometimes, Carp, when you're thrown into these games for your first big league, I mean, hey, you didn't have time to get nervous and think about it.
Exactly. Not sitting around for a couple of days nervous about your first big league start or appearance. One ball, 2 strikes to Suzuki in the series. Kurt a walk, 2 for 4. Outfield straightaway. Taylor maybe 2 steps toward left center. Jammed him. Sounded like a busted bat. And Kurt Suzuki fouls one.
Well, I just hope Jeremy Hellickson's okay. We throw the term 5th starter around, but he's a starter on the best starting rotation in the National League. And I think when you say 5th starter, it kind of has a negative connotation to it, but he's been so valuable to his ball club. Great sign by Mike Rizzo and the organization. A guy that's given the Nats fits when he was in Philadelphia over the years has been absolute money for him this year. So hoping that's nothing too serious.
Per Nats policy, we have nothing to pass on to you regarding the injury. No information will be available till after the game. 1-2, and there's that big breaking ball. Suzuki got a piece of it. He heard 2 sounds, but it was his bat, not the ground, and Kieboom held on.
Might have been a knuckle curve. I thought I saw his index finger, one of his fingers in the air right there. So we'll all learn Jeffrey Rodriguez together. First major league strikeout. Congratulations.
As Johan Camargo gave the Braves the lead with a 3-run homer, 5th inning yesterday. Little did we know at the time the game would go on for 2+ more hours, and the Braves would have 2 more hits. Bullpen was unbelievable yesterday. Justin Miller, 3 pitches for a win last Saturday in Miami. Last night, 3 innings for a win. 2-0. No swing. Camargo left-handed, 239 overall, 221. Up the middle, clean hit. And another lefty coming in Preston Tucker. Couple of big RBIs on Thursday here.
I always thought no batting gloves on a hot, humid day was tough. No matter how much dirt, rosin, or pine tar you get in your hands, the bat has a tendency to move around.
And that can take it off the sweet spot, right, when you make contact?
Just like that good firm grip on the bat. That's why a lot of guys wear batting gloves. You wear them in the cage for sure because of how many hacks you take every day. You know, unless you have just construction worker hands with calluses everywhere. That's why you wear gloves. But mostly in the game, it's for the grip on the bat with the pine tar and the rosin, and for looks. I mean, to be perfectly honest. Style points.
That ball high off the mitt of Kieboom, and Camargo down to second base. Looked like Tucker squared around for a second. Then things went awry.
A lot of times the bat can block your vision if you're a catcher. I don't know if that happened there. Maybe Spencer peeking out to see what's going on.
Three and 0.
Shook 3 times to get to the 2-0 change and it just squirted out.
Two on, one out. 8 and 9 coming up.
Good trip by Spencer Keyboom right here. And here comes Derek Lilliquist too. I saw something from the bench. Arm angle dropping a little bit there. His 3/4 release looked a little lower than that on those pitches. That's why you saw the changeup kind of fade hard and late in the fastball too. So tightening things up. Probably telling him, get a ground ball and let's get out of here. Let's go ahead.
Dansby Swanson 0 for 4 in the marathon game yesterday. In the series, 1 for 10, but a big one, a homer. If the runner is on the move, here's where the throw's going from Keyboom. Swanson at 256, pitcher on deck. That'll help in the air right field. Goodwin. 2 down, and now the pitcher coming up. A pitcher who hasn't hit much in recent years. Sanchez, some interleague at bats here and there, but he's been out of the National League since 2012. 086 career hitter. Goodwin shallow and right. Outfield around to the right. And had him buckling on the breaking ball.
He got on top of both of those pitches and the pop-up to Dansby Swanson. So I don't know if that's for sure what Derek Lilliquist saw from the bench, but his arm's a little bit higher in the release point the last few pitches.
Sanchez gets the bat on the ball. And it's caught by Rendon, short left. So Jeffrey Rodriguez, a little problem in the second, got out of it. 8 and 9 hitters retired.
yesterday, right? We talked about Max, hey, pitcher, base hit, it was all awesome, but wouldn't have been possible without that swing you're looking at. So when shopping at the gap, we got to watch Max run around. We showed you that. Dive it into third base. I mean, the sneaky part that I missed yesterday is I was watching Max run. If that's a good throw to third, they tag Wilmer out before Max scores. Max's run doesn't count. But Max was hustling all the way through the plate, so that had no chance of happening. That's just little things about his game. He didn't slow down. He wasn't like, oh, I made it, and geared down 5 steps before home. He ran hard through the plate just in case Wilmer got thrown out behind him.
Yeah, amazing the things that, and you played, of course, at the highest level. Amazing the things we think about later that the player has to think about while it's happening, and you have a split second to keep doing the right things out there. You know, you let down your guard for 1 minute can cost you a run. 1 second. So, third inning underway with a strike to Defoe. Nats still looking for a base runner here. Sanchez only 17 pitches, first 2 innings, 13 strikes. And this is a one hopper. Swanson's got to do the 360 thing. He bounces the throw, and possibly an error because Defoe wasn't quite at the bag yet. We'll see how they score it.
I don't know, center field, spin move. Is that a routine play?
Probably not.
I'm scoring that a hit. We'll see what the Braves scorekeeper does. But look where he is, spin move. Short hops Freddie Freeman. Would have been close at first. I think you're right. He would have been out, but I don't know if that's routine effort.
E6 the call. Spencer Keyboom came up big late. Base hit in the 12th. RBI hit for that huge add-on run right after the Defoe triple. That ball is jacked to center. Inciarte waiting for it. Spencer Keyboom hit the ball well. 1 out. Now Rodriguez.
All right, we're coming home tonight. We got tomorrow off, and the Nats will be in the ballpark on Tuesday to take on the Buffalo and the Tampa Bay Rays. So 2-game series. Day game on the 6th. Don't forget about that. June 8, 9, and 10. The Giants are in town. Visit Nationals.com for tickets. I'm hearing big crowds for the Tampa series. It's good news. Guys love it when there's a lot of fans there cheering them on. And we've been on the road for 11 days, so they can't wait to get home.
Rodriguez, first big league at bat. Look at this. A perfect bunt. Suzuki almost threw it over Ozzie Albies. Defoe down to second on the second out.
Nicely done. Double A. Work on your bunting. Cruise to first. Now Trey Turner has a chance to tie this up or more. Yeah, high fives for the kid. Nicely done.
We have to find out if he worked with Max before the game today. Here's Turner. And Trey will sky one to right. Markakis just out of room. Nathan Eovaldi listed as the Tampa Bay starter for Tuesday night, and then TBA for Wednesday. I just thought they might put whole staff for both days.
TBA is Tampa Bay alternate.
They have been really experimenting with their starting pitching lately.
They've been starting Sergio Romo for the first inning, then bringing their starter after that.
Target in, time given. Nats still looking for that first knock, and one here would get them even in the unearned run category and the scoreboard. Trey's driven in 22 on the year. Hey, jacks one to left. See you later. How about that for your first knock of the day? Trey's 7th, 2-1 Nationals.
Well, anytime you get a see you later and there goes a no-hitter all in the same batter, it's a good day. 7th home run for Trey for number 7. 425, 103.5 miles an hour. So give a little assist to Jeffrey Rodriguez. And that's got to feel good for Trey. He had a rough day yesterday. That's all it was, one day.
And the disclaimer on all of this is that was his second at bat of the game.
So there goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. Trey Turner puts the Nats on top.
Nats in Milwaukee, 74 home runs to lead the National League starting the day. There's a little tapper off the bat of Soto, and Suzuki will throw him out. So Defoe getting aboard, gets an extra guy up in the third, and Trey Turner hits it a mile deep into the Atlanta afternoon.
Verizon Expo. Check out the 0-2 pitch right here. Belt high. Trey Turner letting that ball get deep and really getting the legs into it. The 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. Visit getfios.com. Showing a lot of high fives in Expo lately. I like it.
I think it's Jeremy Hellickson off the hook. Fan asked in the first inning, would he get the loss even though that run was unearned? And the answer is yes. Kind of cruel it would be, but not to worry about that anymore. We knew the Nats would get on the board. Haven't exactly pounded the ball on the road trip, an indication of how good the pitching has been. In going 7-2 on this trip, the Nationals are averaging right at 4 runs a game. Usually when you're on a hot streak, you're averaging 5.5 to 6 runs a game. Turner bare hand, and he gets a fast runner, and Inciarte gets to first base and can't believe he's been thrown out.
So you know the old baseball saying, hit a home run, make a great play. Well, we just made it up because Trey just did it. Wow. Bare hand play, no jump on that one. He didn't have time, so he fielded it off the left, threw off the right, all in one motion with something on it. Nice play, Trey Turner. It's a beautiful thing about baseball, man. You have a rough one, you're right back out there the next day, and you can have a great one. And he's been playing well. The hitting streak came to an end yesterday. What was it, 13 games?
Mm-hmm.
He started a new one today.
in a big way. Here's Ozzie Albies, who hit that ball to Mark Reynolds, on which Hellickson was injured first inning. If you turned us on late, Mark threw the ball underhand a little high to Hellickson, and as he went across the first base bag, ball went off the top of his glove and he pulled up lame, was grabbing his high hamstring as he left the field. Two one.
Foul ball.
Sounded like bat.
Are they going to take a look at it? The Braves are running to the phone right now. They're not holding up play, so Walt Weiss is on the phone for no reason. Wait, that hit his barrel?
How about that? Usually it's
Whoa.
the knob, right?
I mean, it's a knob. How did that happen?
He just dropped the barrel right into the path of the ball.
I'm seeing things with these launch angle swings and uppercuts that I've never seen before. The foul ball's off the back knee, the barrel under the armpit.
And then they do it all because they want to hit it like that. But Taylor's going to catch it. Michael A, full stride, a step short of the fence. 2 down.
Stars all over the scorecard right now. I gave Trey Turner 4 stars on the bare hand play because Ender Inciarte can run. And how about 4 stars for Michael Taylor putting his head down a couple of times and getting it in the gap. He outran that baseball. From where we're sitting, that ball was past him. It was at least off the wall. You were hoping it was going to stay in the park for a double or a triple. And Michael A. Taylor turns it into an out. What a play. Right now, Jeffrey Rodriguez is thinking, ooh, this is the big leagues. These plays these guys are making.
Yeah.
I mean,
At another level, it might be a run in and a man on third. Freddie Freeman next. On one pitch, Rodriguez got him to pop up foul. Rendon reached into the crowd and pulled it back for the second out of the game 2 innings ago. Target away. Freeman to left, angling for the corner, and off the wall. Then it hits Soto. So Juan digs it out of the corner and returns it. Freddie Freeman hit one a lot like that in the 6th inning yesterday for 2 bags. 16-game hitting streak.
Yeah, pretty good swing by Freddie right here. And that ball's tailing away from Juan Soto. You see the inside-out contact. So it's got the spin toward the line. Juan checks the wall and realizes he can't get there. And we've noticed the Nats really like to pinch the gaps and take away the extra base hit, leaving a lot to the line, but that's doesn't happen very often. Good swing by Freeman, good try by Soto.
Yeah, now 24 hits during that streak. Nick Markakis, RBI single, first time up on the first pitch he saw. As I mentioned briefly during the lineups, the Braves are starting to beat the drum for getting Nick Markakis his first ever All-Star assignment. He's had a good career, but he's never made an All-Star team. Is that the DJ guy?
That's not DJ Tommy Hawkins.
Big drum up there?
No, that's not him. He's a drummer.
Left side, Turner backhand. Strong throw. Out at first. Unbelievable inning for Trey Turner, Michael A. Taylor, and the Nationals defense. You know the Braves are going to have a look, but he appeared to be out. Dan Bellino on the call. Play on. Inning over.
Have a day, Trey. A home run and 2 web gems here in the 3rd. Unbelievable play. Good pick by Reynolds, but Trey Turner putting on a clinic on how to play shortstop right now.
on my scorecard just to remember. That was a 12-star inning. 8 by the shortstop, 4 by the center fielder. Some Geico highlights show you the bare hand on Ender Inciarte. Don't try that at home, folks. You might get hurt. This one with a little StatCast on it. Look how far Michael A. Taylor went on this one. 99 feet. Only 10% of center fielders make that play. And then Trey Turner to end it on Nick Markakis. Unbelievable inning, a 12-star inning. Geico 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you can save.
To the middle innings, here's Rendon.
You know, they do make those plays in the minor leagues, Carp. They just don't make them as consistent as they do up here. So you'll see flashes of that at the lower levels of minor leagues. But I think the difference between a Major League Plus defender and a minor league plus defender is they do it on a daily basis. They make the routine play more consistently and the great play more consistently. And that's the difference, and that's the development process as a defender coming up through the system, is knowing your body, knowing yourself, knowing positioning, knowing pitches, knowing what you can and cannot do, and doing it more consistently every single day.
Absolutely brilliant inning by the Nats. Rendon to right for Markakis. Next up, Mark Reynolds. Sanchez very economical so far. Giving up 1 hit, the Turner blast. First 3 innings, 27 pitches, 21 strikes. Mark a fly ball to left first time. .1-0 and he couldn't stop.
Mark's due to run into one.
Hitless in this series, 0 for 8 with a walk. Did some damage in Miami, did some damage in Baltimore.
I mean, it's been the whole 3 games without a homer. Let's go.
Nats are playing their 58th game of the year, and they've hit now 75 home runs. Reynolds 6 of them. Oh, and that one got Kurt Suzuki. He's been hit twice today.
Gotta love it to be a catcher.
I think Joe Garagiola once called the catcher's gear the tools of ignorance. I think maybe more appropriate, tools of toughness or tools of courage back there. 2-2. Set up on the corner, and that was low and away, ball 3. Swing and a miss. He took a little bit off for Sanchez. Second strikeout. He got Goodwin in the second. And Brian is next. Here's the Mercedes-Benz pitch cast.
There's the game plan, obviously, for Mark Reynolds.
Wow.
Make him beat you the other way.
So Brian looking for his first base hit since he came back. That one right in near the trademark.
Missed a long time. It's going to take him a minute to find a swing in his timing and strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's it for the top of the 4th. Fly ball, a couple of Ks. Sanchez a bounce back inning, and Rodriguez back to work for the Nationals. Baseball is brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. That cannot be a live shot. There's no traffic.
Yeah,
okay, Sunday afternoon maybe.
Where was that taken?
Traffic everywhere.
That's 10 years ago today on I-75.
It's worse than D.C. here, seriously.
It
If
is.
you enjoy Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in the game. Could it be one of his plays? Could it be his home run? Is it yet to come? Stay tuned. And congrats to the Caps last night. Woohoo!
Great win. Man, they really locked him down, didn't they?
Yeah.
Kurt Suzuki struck out swinging first time. Rodriguez in his 2 2/3 now. 35 pitches, 21 strikes, and add 1 of each. Just wonder how good Kurt's feeling after taking a couple of shots behind the plate today.
It'd be fun to get home. Everybody I'm talking to in D.C. said it's just going crazy right now. You saw everybody outside the arena last night, fans going nuts. It's a great time to be a sports fan in D.C., right?
Sure is. Hope if you're stuck inside because of the weather, enjoying an afternoon with us from Atlanta. Nats trying to gain a split in this 4-game set. Swing and a miss, and Rodriguez rings up Suzuki twice.
So his first major league strikeout was Kurt Suzuki. His second major league strikeout was Kurt Suzuki.
Hey, you got to give Jeffrey some credit right now. Number one, his first major league start, or his appearance, I guess, not technically a start. He had to warm up on a major league mound in front of 30,000 people. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Starters are, you know, routine guys, right? He pitched 3 days ago, remember, through 87 pitches. So not the ideal scenario for your first major league appearance, and he's doing a nice job. And his fastball is electric. 95, 97.
Target in. He got it in there right on the hands of Camargo. Hit the ball hard for a base hit first time. Defoe has it, 2 down. Preston Tucker with 2 outs in the 4th.
You kind of see him going, okay. I get guys out here. My stuff plays a little bit.
7 of the last 8 thanks to his defense in part.
That might loosen him up too. Like, oh my gosh, I just have to let him hit it. These guys got me behind my back.
Got him, they did. Shift on. Fastball outer half to get ahead. Shortstop Anthony Rendon. Ish.
'98.
Just getting loose.
Just getting loose.
A little more elevation than strike 1, and that outer half location not good for the left-handed batter. Overpowered him. Fly ball left field. Long way for Soto. Can't get there, and it drops near the line for a double.
You know, Juan Soto's a guy that comes in on the ball better and he goes back, and he's played a deep left field since he's been called up. Watch where he starts for this one and how far he has to go. I mean, for a left-handed hitter, he was giving Preston Tucker a lot of respect in left, and he couldn't get there. That ball's in the air a long time. But based on where he started and how deep he was, the ball was placed perfectly, and you just missed the Dansby Swanson walk. Sorry.
Just write down IW with us. 2 on, 2 out. Same situation as 2 innings ago when Jeffrey Rodriguez got Anibal Sanchez to 0-2 and then popped him up.
He wasn't even ready to put his gloves on right now. Still doesn't have his left glove on. If I'm Preston Tucker and Dansby Swanson, I'm mad at him right now. Because he's telling them he thought they were going to make outs and he was going to go pitch. Ooh.
Had a 2-year period in 10 and 11 when he had 6 hits and then 7 for the Marlins. Not a whole lot of AB since being with the Tigers.
Five under the hands. It's number 51 coming.
So kind of like a pretty efficient starter, averaging around 13 pitches per inning. To the 5th we go, 2-1 Nats.
All-Star Game at Nationals Park. You can vote up to 5 times per day for Bryce, Anthony, Trey, whoever you want. To vote for an ad, vote early, vote often. Go to nationals.com/vote. Vote. Vote. Stuff the ballot box. Rig your computers. Hack into those things. Wouldn't be the first time.
People are listening, you know.
Wait, this is on? Hello.
Experience the power and toughness of Ram at your local dealer or log on to ramtrucks.com to get to work. Guts, glory, Ram, and some highlights of this trip for Michael A., Wilmer, and Spencer.
Wasn't there a year when all the Royals were starting? A few years back where every single Royal was starting?
Yeah, they pulled a Cincinnati I think it was back in the 60s, the Reds fans stuffed the ballot box, and that was it for that process for a while. Might have even been the decade before that, if memory serves
in
correct.
the 70s, they deserved it. I mean, the Big Red Machine,
Sure.
come on.
They started the All-Star voting a little later this year, and I think that's a good thing. June 1st, about right. Still gives you 6 weeks. You know, and you get a better read on who's having a good year than you did in the middle of May when they've been starting it in recent years. Taylor ground ball to Freeman first time. That one right off the end of the bat. Anibal Sanchez has been averaging right at 10 pitches per inning. Two. Target jumps away. Taylor takes it the other way, right field line. Long run for some Braves, and that ball's on the ground. Taylor's at second already. Markakis up with it, and the Nats get a bloop to fall.
That was a lot like Preston Tucker's from a right-hander on the other side. And you're wondering if Nick Markakis was going to hit the ground and allowed Michael A. Taylor to go to third. Everybody converging, everybody playing hard. So good effort by all three Braves. Good hustle by Michael A. Taylor to get to second, but he took a big turn.
There's Wilmer Defoe. Now Camargo's shallow at third, but the Nats are getting down to the bottom of the order here. So Wilmer appears to be swinging away and got a couple of shots to drive in another run here to put your team on top by a couple. Interesting. Dansby Swanson, what, 10 feet behind the bag to receive that throw? I don't think he had a chance to tag. Defoe to the pitcher. He can look Taylor back to the bag. To Freeman, 1 out.
It was a nice play by Sanchez just for the fact that it kept Michael A. Taylor from advancing. Dansby Swanson was standing there. He probably would have fielded the ground ball, but Michael Taylor would advance to third easily with nobody out. So good play by the Braves pitcher to keep Taylor at second.
Spencer Keyboom, 14th inning single yesterday for his first major league run batted in. Hit the ball hard, and Taylor goes to third without a play. So the Braves caught napping, and Michael A. swipes his 14th of the year.
14th bag, little shuffle and go. So he is at third. That left hand always gets stuck with that thing on it. You see that? Did again.
Infield in now. As mentioned, Keyboom drove the ball first time pretty deep to center.
I don't know if Spencer can bunt, but Davey Martinez loves the push bunt to first here.
Target away. Will the guy's first at bat maybe change the skipper's mind about something like that after how well he hit it?
Yes. He's seeing a guy and he barreled something up, probably letting him swing away. Good point.
He spotted the off speed and took it low. 2-1.
He might have to expand his zone just a little bit to drive in this run. I don't know how much Anibal Sanchez wants him here. see.
And this one straight back. About 5 rows over the screen. So Spencer's last 3 at-bats have been single, RBI single, and a drive to center. Not sure what he had to say to the home plate umpire there.
Inside, he felt something there.
Looked like he said, "I'm okay," and then got back in the batter's box.
Yeah, I heard somebody say, "You all right?" He's like, yeah, I'm fine. There's an RBI out there, and I'm going to get it. So I got to think right here.
Can't get that one. Ended up on a knee. Strikeout number 4 for Sanchez, and that'll be Rodriguez trying to go Max Scherzer here and help himself.
Yeah, I don't know how great that felt just by the way he finished, so we'll keep an eye on Spencer for you.
Rodriguez, a sacrifice bunt in his first big league at bat. He's going to make contact to the right side. Freddie Freeman to Sanchez, and the inning comes to a quick end after Taylor led off with the double. Hope Spencer's fine. We're halfway through. 2-1 Washington.
For all military by sharing a photo or video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
All right, 2-1 Nationals, bottom of the 5th. Perfect day for baseball. Wednesday is a perfect day for baseball. June 6th, 1:05 start. So mark down the start. First 25,000 fans receive an All-Star Game tote bag presented by MLB Network. Visit Nationals.com for tickets. Still in the game. Nice
So,
pick.
Tanner Roark could be pitching that day against the Rays, the day after Max goes the night game. Wilson Ramos, by the way, is hitting .301 with 7 home runs and 29 RBIs for Tampa Bay. Rodriguez, 51 pitches, 32 strikes through 3 2/3 innings so far. 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 intentional, 3 strikeouts. He gets Inciarte, Albies, and Freeman here, bottom 5.
Kid's doing good so far. See if the big league hitters make an adjustment to his stuff here. Sammy Solis get loose.
In the air to center. Michael A. Taylor tracking it. Pitchers love one pitch outs to start an inning. Inciarte's 0 for 3, and the Nats have him 3 for 17 in this series. Ozzie Albies next. Reached on the error and then robbed of a double, maybe 3 bags. Who knows? By Michael A. Taylor up against the deep right center fence 2 innings ago.
I've seen pitches hit hitters' barrel when they're ducking out of the way and they don't get their bat down. I've never seen a check swing go underneath the hitter's hands and hit his barrel drop below his hands on the backside, which just tells you that he's trying to elevate and celebrate. I mean, that's what he's about right now. Back in the day, if you were that big and you flew out 3 times, you'd be benched for a week. Now he's hitting 14 home runs. Little guys back in the 80s and 90s, they hit the ball in the air, sat on the bench, or went back to AAA. Now, with the less drag in the baseball, harder bats, balls are flying. He's strong, don't get me wrong, but you know, if you were that stature back in the day, they told you, you got to hit the ball on the ground and run.
You have to.
You have to. Pick it at second, pick it at short. Now they're telling him, because he's shown he could do it, drive it out of the park.
We touched on this briefly last week. MLB has admitted that there was a time when the baseball was livelier. You mentioned less drag. That was part of the report. The actual surface of the ball was found to be a little bit different to make it more aerodynamic.
I was worried about that. I didn't know the ball had drag to start. So to say it has less drag, I didn't know. Wait, did it have its flaps down when it was in the air?
We're talking about balls going kind of a regular batted ball about 6 feet farther. You gave us the baseball through the air humidity and hot weather report yesterday.
I mean, you got to hit it over the shift. I mean, it's pretty simple now. They know where the ground balls are going.
I've never been part of a revolution, but the story calls it the fly ball revolution that's going on in baseball over the last couple of years.
I mean, all these swings. I mean, he's having success with it, not knocking him. Good for him. He's going to get paid a lot of money if he drives the ball to the ballpark 25, 30 times. It's how the game has changed, and guys are taking advantage of it and doing what they have to do to survive. It's baseball Darwinism.
3-2, and he drives another one. You know, there's just too many outs in the air right now when you have a center fielder like Taylor. Better hit it on the ground. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. Drew Ward is 23, doing a good job at Harrisburg. Big kid, 6'3", 215. Kind of your prototypical first baseman build, and you want your guy to hit for power. Extra base hits, RBIs out of tiny Leedy, Oklahoma. 3rd round pick in 2013. I think we updated him a couple of weeks ago. For those of you who don't know where Leedy is, it's real close to Elk City.
Well, you didn't know the other day.
Well, that's way out west from where I am.
It must be small, and if you don't know, you're Mr. Geography.
I tell you what, it's bigger than where Dakota Glover's from. Somebody better start hitting some ground balls, or this game's going to be over in about 20 minutes. We're going to the 6th, top of the order. Taylor's been great. Turner lead off, and how about Jeffrey? Interesting afternoon. Looks like Jeffrey's done for the day. Martinez shaking the hand of Rodriguez. He's going to go 4 2/3. He did give up a hit that drove in a run. That was charged, that run, the unearned run to Hellickson. Quite a day for Jeffrey Rodriguez in his major league debut.
Outstanding.
And he's the pitcher of record. Now the Nats just need to hold the lead for the rest of the day. So here we go. Top 6. Trey Turner hit one a mile last time on a 2-strike count. Well done, Jeffrey Rodriguez. So Trey's big blast. One of 2 Nats hits. The Taylor double last inning, the other. Defoe reached on an error by Dansby Swanson starting the 3rd. Trey made him pay. That home run given up by Sanchez, 4th of the year. And a good take by Trey to even things up. Rodriguez 63 pitches, 41 strikes.
It's a good foul ball. That's a nasty pitch. Nissan will show you the slider, I believe. I can't tell what he throws. He's got it. I mean, he can throw the rosin bag pretty soon. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, change. And they're all the same velocity.
And Trey got himself with that one. Having a laugh with Kurt Suzuki.
See where it got him? Looks like it got him in his cleat. The underside of his foot, right? Yeah.
Good. Matt Adams still sore from his foul ball yesterday. Not starting against a righty today.
The x-rays were negative. He's just got some swelling in the foot.
And Turner, a couple of great takes here. Sanchez got ahead and everything away. Trey not biting. And now it's 3-2. Here comes pitch number 8. And Turner hits it well to center, but right at Inciarte.
All right, it's a whole new ball game with RBI Baseball 18. RBI Baseball 18 delivers an all-new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 is available now. Learn more at RBI.com. Rated E for everyone. They should put RBI Baseball 18 more in that promo.
What year was that?
I think it's RBI Baseball 18. I'm not sure.
Soto, 2 grounders. One to the pitcher and then run right in front of home plate that the catcher Suzuki picked up. So Juan, first pitch swinging. Sammy Solis, 2/3 of an inning in the 9th yesterday. Pitched to 3rd on Friday. So he'll be going 3rd day in a row here. That ball was right behind home plate. Great hustle by Kurt Suzuki.
He got sniper. Did you see that? He's going to have a laugh at it. Kurt Suzuki bouncing from behind. You got to appreciate the effort, but you also can laugh at it too because baseball's up. Oh, man down. Hey, you got all that gear on. Sometimes those clips get caught together on the shin guards. That'll happen, but that was funny. We know Kurt well. He's laughing at himself. It's all good.
Loved that guy when he was with us.
One of the most athletic catchers I've ever been around on a daily basis.
Three hits and a homer. Youngest players to do it since the late 60s. Boy, Cesar Cedeno was a great young outfielder for the Astros. Joining Bryce and the hard swinging Gary Sheffield with Junior up on top.
Gary Sheffield, the shortstop in 1988.
You're right. 2-2. Off speed, and Juan Soto able to stay with it and bump it upstairs to stay alive. Target away.
Good take.
3-2. You want to jam him? They do. Little hopper left side. Camargo pretty smooth over there. 2 down, and it's up to Anthony Rendon here in the 6th.
He's checking his gear to make sure it's where it's supposed to be. 2 old teammates having fun before an at-bat. I love it.
Anthony pop up to second, fly ball to right. Sanchez thus working him away today. Big hole up the middle, left side of second base. A shake, another. He's going bobblehead here. 2-1.
When you have 5 pitches, sometimes it takes a while to figure out the right one.
Yeah.
I thought Kurt Suzuki was going to throw his glove down and start using his other hand for signals right there. Let's see, that's a draw, I think.
Target in. Better get it in there.
Let's see if he goes through the score, the playbook again here. Nope. He's calling his own play right here. I wonder if you just have a scouting report there and there's certain counts that say certain locations maybe, or pitches, that if you're just kind of in between, you look at that and it kind of confirms what you're thinking.
On the off-speed pitch, Rendon out ahead. Swanson was playing him in a real pull position. Nats go in order in the 6th. Now the bullpen's got to piece together the rest of the day. Solis is pitching. And with his appearance today, that's going to make that happen for the 31st time. So consecutive outs by relievers. Sammy part of this yesterday, the equivalent of a 7-inning no-hitter by the Nationals pen yesterday. It was remarkable. And, you know, hey, it was tough to hit. No doubt about it under the conditions here yesterday. Still a remarkable job. So 31 games previous to today. 21 innings, 27 strikeouts. So with Sean Kelly up and throwing now. There he is. That's may go situational here. A lot of relievers worked yesterday. You know, Justin Miller's not available. Nobody else went more than an inning. So here's Nick Markakis, bottom 6. Career 3 for 9 against Sammy, who's retired him once in this series.
A fastball curveball change for Sammy. Fastball between 91 and 96. He's thrown 11 fastballs at 96, 1 at 97. Opponent's hitting 163 against Sammy's heater.
One. Sammy yesterday 6 pitches, 6 strikes. Friday night 4 pitches, 4 strikes. Markakis drills one to left. It's well hit, but Soto's there. Then he has to dig his cleats into the grass and make a right turn. First out, 6th inning.
Big first out. VNats are around. Frederick Keys are in town June 5th, 6th, and 7th. Should be big crowds because we've been reading this for a month. Go to the website or call the number on your screen. There's all kinds of fun stuff at the Fitz.
Winning Wednesday, my favorite. Kurt Suzuki has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2 career against Sammy. Shift on.
Braves are a first pitch hacking bunch, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Like everybody in their lineup is on the first pitch and the second pitch. They swing.
Yeah, and it's interesting because coming into the series, 3rd fewest strikeouts in the National League. So they've been swinging and getting the bat on the ball.
Well, if you swing early as a team, a lot of times you're not around for 2 strikes.
Kevin Seitzer was a good hitter when he was with the Royals. He's their hitting coach. Fastball up. Kevin Seitzer and his old teammate Mike McFarland have their own hitting academy in Kansas City. One-two with 1 out.
Pitch to play with here. Maybe try to get him to chase out of the zone.
Pretty good take. Looked like a strike for a while. Dove inside Mercedes-Benz.
I don't think it missed by much. And I also think it locked Kurt Suzuki up. A nasty curveball from Sam. He was really committed to that pitch and threw it hard.
Challenge heater. Sammy keeps pumping strikes.
It looks to me like Kurt Suzuki's in swing mode. A lot of hitters' mentality with 3-2 is they have to throw me a strike. They don't want to walk me. That's why you see guys aggressive in 3-2 counts. Instead of just treating it like any other pitch and making it be a strike and putting it in play. If you have that mentality, get in the box, you're going to swing more times than not in this count.
1 out, 6th inning, 1-run game.
Blooper.
Each team has had a blooper today for a double. Yeah, he can be pretty confident on that dugout now that there's netting up there.
If he spills wine on himself, I know how to get it out. Coffee too.
3-2 and a pop-up.
Hey, you got room, you got room.
You got room, they told Mark Reynolds. Wasn't the Braves telling him that. 2 down, great battle. Sammy Solis wins it with Kurt Suzuki.
Mud stains. I know to get those out of carpeting. I got a shampooer at home. Just run them right through it.
We paid how much for these seats, and who's in front of us?
Carpet. A rug. A rug with eyes and ears.
Johan Camargo 1 for 2. Don't know if he's from the Galapagos like the Philly Fanatic says he is, but they do appear to be distant cousins at least.
Just keep them away from pups in the park. Kind of grown on me though, I must admit. Sammy got a good heater going today and a good curve. Fresh.
Camargo 1 for 1 career against him.
Pitched to 2/3 yesterday. Scoreless.
Right below us. I know we're a little lower here than Nationals Park because foul balls actually can make it within about 10 or 20 feet of us up here. Somebody to my right took a jab step, hoping to catch a fly ball. Announcer's probability 5% on that one. Fastball up, and it's 3-2. Good take by Camargo, and he works for that 2-out walk. Preston Tucker next, lefty-lefty matchup. Yesterday, the Nationals pitching staff, including Gio, who went 7, did not walk 1 batter.
That might be the most impressive thing about yesterday.
First time Gio didn't walk anybody in a start this year. Got him through 7 on 102 pitches. One of his better outings. Struck out 9.
But the 16 strikeouts against no walks yesterday. Derek Lillipus doing a fine job with the whole staff.
And Sammy drops in the hook. 1-1 to Tucker. Then a great fastball.
Quick pitch him. You see that? Didn't pick up his leg at all. Just kind of slide step, and he couldn't even fire off a swing. He wasn't ready. So 94 on the black, but he changes delivery to sneak a fastball by Preston Tucker.
And he gets the fly ball to left. Soto on the way. This one to the 7th. Unearned run in the first. The Nats pitching staff outstanding again. Reynolds straight ahead. Of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Hot day for ball here in Atlanta. 89 at first pitch. 2-2-1 Nats, 1-4-1 Braves. The difference, the Turner home run back in the third. It'll be Reynolds, Goodwin, and Taylor. Anibal Sanchez having a good day. 75 pitches, 52 strikes. He's retired Mark on a fly ball to left and a swinging strikeout. Bullpen continues to shine, giving the Nats an opportunity to score some add-on runs.
Sammy had the best curveball today he's had all year. It was sharp, firm. Fastball was jumping too. Nice job.
Reynolds' career 1 for 7 against this righty. 1-1.
Yeah, in Mark's defense, I mean, the league's starting to pay attention and work him away with everything. If you saw pitch casters at bats, he's got power to go out the other way too. I mean, that's not just a given that you're going to get him out if you throw it away.
Near the line, Camargo, and well foul. Two, and that's the second baseman, Albies, over there.
Second baseman who's a natural shortstop. Here's a natural third baseman that plays first now. June 8th is Ryan Zimmerman's bobblehead nights presented by Delta Airlines. First 25,000 fans. It's a third of 5 Nats bobbleheads this year. Giants in town, 7:05. Go to nationals.com to get your Zim bobblehead.
Goodwin 0 for 2. Camargo wasn't playing that far back, but Brian tried to lay one down. Cubs have a couple of runs at New York. They've lost. The Mets have 3 in a row. 6 back of the Braves. Phillies play later at San Fran, and their 2 back, Jake Arrieta, goes for Philadelphia. So 3 teams still within 2 games here in the East. Outside to Goodwin, 2-2. Got him. 2 down. Strikeout number 5. Goodwin 3 times. Nissan.
This is a nasty pitch. The late movement right there. So Brian not picking up Anibal Sanchez today, but that pitch was tough. Michael A having a decent day on offense. He got that blooper to fall last time, hustled into second. Better day on defense, though. He's the reason why it's 2-1 still. He and Trey Turner, they've been picking it.
And that 3rd inning, I'm sure everybody connected with Nats Extra postgame has that 3rd inning in the field ready to roll for their show today, because that could be a big difference in this game.
Well, if the Nets win, just show it on a loop and go home.
Yeah.
Keep showing it for like a half hour.
And as far as we know, Johnny and Ray have not accepted the challenge to race the Freeze and the Schurz. It's okay. We'd like them to be with us long term. I thought you had a great line. You said there should be an ambulance at the finish line, and Ray said, how about a hearse?
Well, one can lead to the other.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Got dark here, didn't it? Everything away. Not even showing him anything in, I don't think.
So he's at 90 pitches. Michael A. Taylor doesn't walk a lot. That's his 19th of the year. And he's on base for the 2nd time. Some speed. So let's see how this plays out. Wilmer Defoe can handle the bat. Michael A. Taylor's already swiped 3rd today. And that's Sanchez, first walk of the afternoon.
So with 2 outs, I feel like it's important to get there early and give Wilmer a whole at bat to drive you in.
Agreed. Holding on the first one outside. There he goes. Off-speed pitch, and Kurt Suzuki, why bother? He had no chance. 2 for Taylor today, 15 on the year.
Tremendous jump here. That's why Kurt Suzuki didn't even throw it. Watch the jump by Michael A. Taylor. Boom. No contest.
Defoe, and it's picked off by Freeman. The Nats have had 3 line drives in this series, picked off by the big first baseman. They strand only their second runner all day. Time to stretch in Atlanta. 2-1 Nats. Unlucky. Night Point Systems. They offer the technology you need when you need it. And by Lexus, experience amazing.
That's the University of Notre Dame down there. Just like we promised, it's time for the Miller Lite Hold True moment. And let's make Jeffrey Rodriguez that moment. He didn't know he was pitching today. Got called up from Harrisburg yesterday. He threw 87 pitches 3 days ago for the Senators. Now he's with the Nationals, and it's all he did was go out there and put a goose egg up for 4 2/3 with 3 strikeouts. So nicely done. There's your game summary. Soak it in. Talk amongst yourselves.
So Trey's homer the difference. Hellickson had to leave after 4 pitches. Rodriguez then would work his way through 63 and give the Nats a chance to win this game. Sean Kelly, one batter in the 9th inning yesterday. He struck out Tyler Flowers to get the game to extras. So he gets the call here to bridge this thing to the 8th and 9th inning guys.
So fastball slider for Sean. Fastball low to mid-90s. The high fastball is his out pitch, so 3 big outs to get here in the bottom of the 7th, and here's the Braves box.
Markakis the RBI after the 1-out error in the first. 3 hits and nothing to speak of since. And by the way, Anibal Sanchez, his longest outing of the year. He had gone 6 at Chicago. In his 3rd start, never more than 5. So they've got 8, 9, and 1. They're going to hit for Sanchez here with Swanson, then Ryan Flaherty, Inciarte to follow. Dansby Swanson 1 for 4 career against Sean. Fastball up.
A fastball for Sean, as you look at Dansby's day, has been between 90 and 94 this year. 26 fastballs at 93 and 19 at 94. 1 at 95.
Wander Suero on your left, Brandon Kinsler walking up the hill. And this game is tied. Dansby Swanson, second homer of the series. Fifth of the year, 2-2.
Well, I say it all the time, getting behind hitters and falling behind out of the bullpen's a dangerous way to live. So 2-0 fastball, middle in, right into his sweet spot. You remember, the Nats have had success with Dansby Swanson in this series on fastballs away. He can't reach it. He swung through a bunch of them. That was right in his wheelhouse, middle in, and we got a tie ball game.
Here's Flaherty. 1 for 3 against Sean Kelly, who just gave up his 4th homer of the year. So no decision for Jeffrey Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So the Braves, who pitched 7 good innings, their starter did, they get him off the hook. To the right side, Defoe to his left, good pick, turns around, finds Reynolds. Outstanding play.
You know, I like what Wilmer did right there. Besides the range and extension to glove the ball, watch him take his time and set himself. Get your feet underneath and make a good throw. He didn't do it all falling willy-nilly toward the line or into right field and make a bad throw. He got his feet underneath him, knew that he had time with Flaherty running. The ball was hit hard. All those things taken into consideration. Nice play by Wilmer.
Inciarte, 2 for 10 career against Sean Kelly.
To see where Wilmer's playing right there. It's in case Ender decides to bunt it to him. So he's playing shallow to kind of take away the bunt from Ender Inciarte. Likes to bring it with him. Right back up now that there's a strike. Maybe.
Two. Way foul. It's Dan Winkler. Brian Snitker stayed away from Winkler and Vizcaíno during the marathon game yesterday. There's a check swing and a funny little pop-up, and Kelly's going to catch it.
He didn't even run. I mean, that could have been confusing between Sean Kelly and Mark Reynolds right there, and Inciarte just kind of went back to the dugout and didn't run like it was a foul ball. Got That'd have been embarrassing if it fell.
Ozzie Albies facing Kelly for the first time. Shift on toward the right side. Weak grounder, right side Defoe. That's it for the Braves in the 7th, but Dansby Swanson has tied it up. 8-9 and 1 ahead for the Nats. Yeah, Washington only 2 hits all day. Top of the 8th coming up. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube. For value and convenience, visit jiffylubedc.com. So it's Dan Winkler. Right-hander who's had a good year so far. 0.77 ERA. Just 10 hits in 23 innings with 34 Ks.
A big feature story about Winkler today in the Atlanta Journal about how he had Tommy John surgery, worked back to the big leagues from that, and then broke his arm and had to come back from that. He had to screw the bone back down on his arm after it broke on a pitch.
He's bringing it. Spencer Keyboom and Bryce Harper has just stepped out on deck. Not a bad bat off the bench. So tie game. First pitch, Keyboom pop up short center, falling, and caught by a sliding, falling Inciarte.
I think Ender was fooled by the swing at first and got a late break and made a nice play after he realized it was going to fall in front of him. He threw this ball into second. It short hopped into Dansby Swanson's glove on the dirt. He threw it hard, and they're still using the same ball.
Bryce Harper's been introduced, as you can hear in the background. Harper career against Winkler. Had not met coming into this series. Winkler pitched the 8th inning on Thursday night and struck out Bryce swinging.
NL leader in home runs.
First pinch hitting appearance of the season. Bryce has been grinding it out, and Davey Martinez, with a day off tomorrow, gave him a day off today in terms of starting the game. Oh-2, target up. Look out.
He's turning and burning, isn't he? He wants to get something in the air to the pull side so bad right now.
Two.
Show pitches away, and they're trying to bust him in, it looks like. Going back out there right now. Had an evil thought cross his mind and stepped off.
Bryce Harper's going to get punched out on a fastball that hits the outside edge. 2 outs.
All right, time for your 4th drive of the game, and Trey Turner in the 2nd inning, or 3rd inning, his 2nd at bat, excuse me, because he always gets a hit on a 2nd at bat, at least most days. Goes deep for a 7th home run. Drove in Wilmer Defoe too. Statcast at 104 miles an hour, 425 feet. So hurry to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Nice effort by that fan, but he didn't make the play.
Trey Turner won AB against Winkler in this series, a strikeout. So overall, 1 for 3 against the right-hander. Camargo couldn't guard the line any closer than where he puts his right foot when the pitch is about to be made. Right next to the bag over there at 3rd, and his right foot will be about 2 to 3 feet inside the line. Bat goes left, ball goes right, and the Nats are done in the 8th. Winkler, a dominant inning. Now the Nats pen facing Freeman. For defense on our Fios by Verizon Exmo, Anthony Rendon, great play back in the 1st. Trey Turner had 2 amazing plays on Inciarte and Markakis in the 3rd inning. This one especially, long distance and a good pick on the long hop for Reynolds. The 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. Visit getfios.com. So it's Brandon Kinsler's turn to keep this thing where it is. Bottom 8, Freeman, Markakis, Suzuki. First thing we'll tell you is that Freddie Freeman is 1 for 2 career against Brandon. Freeman today, a double in 3 trips, left field corner, extending his hitting streak to 16 games.
So lots of fastballs from Brandon between 91 and 94. Slider, changeup as well. If you're going to go into Freddie Freeman, I think that's how you do it.
And he kind of stands on the plate and dares you to challenge him.
I said this before, the way the game has changed. You move somebody's feet now and the crowd's going nuts. Back in the day, that would happen 5 times a game, where if a guy was on the plate, it was your plate, and you dust him off.
2-0 pitch.
Might be swinging here.
Kinsler, a scoreless 10th inning on just 8 pitches yesterday. Close, ball 4. Markakis next. With 3 ground ball outs, and that's what Kinsler would love here. Nick Markakis is 0 for 3 career against him.
Got to pay some attention to Freddie Freeman at first. He's got 5 stolen bases on the year. If you forget about him, he'll go. So you'll probably see a throw over or 2 here.
And Markakis in the air to center for Taylor. Michael A. back in plenty of time, setting himself up for the throw, and Freddie Freeman goes about 1/3 of the way to second and retreats.
That was a good throw. Good idea by Freddie, but then he remembered who was playing center field and what kind of arm he has, and he was not even thinking about it. He threw that about 300 feet in the air, right on the money.
Kurt Suzuki is next. 0 for 3 today. Couple of strikeouts against Rodriguez. Kurt 1 for 3 career against Brandon Kinsler. Wider rip.
Yeah, he liked that 2-seamer right under Kurt Suzuki's hands for a little 5-4-3 action. We've seen Brandon do that a lot with right-handers, get the ground ball to third and they round the horn double play. Still got to pay attention to the guy in your picture at first base.
Target in, great jump. All it takes is a step off and a throw. Freddie Freeman, yeah, great jump, but the pitcher was still on the rubber. So the Nats get an easy caught stealing 1-4 right there.
Well, that's how Freddie usually does it. He'll ambush you, get that big early jump, but give Brandon Kinsler a lot of credit for stepping off and not panicking, like Sean Doolittle did in Boston, or in Baltimore, excuse me, the other night, with Gentry on second. And give everybody else credit for communicating. Step off. Did you hear everybody yell?
0-1 now with 2 outs. And Suzuki can't get to that one.
They're veteran pitchers in big situations, not panicking. He can balk there. You can throw it to the plate there, and he walks into second, but nice job stepping off. Little bow tie right here for Kurt Suzuki.
Wow. Did he go? No, says Dan Bellino. Left side of the infield to pull. And Suzuki finally hit. And he's not happy. Mentioned earlier, he got drilled twice behind the plate by foul tips today. Now he wears this one in the 8th inning.
Yeah, sinker just chasing him. I think got his lead elbow, maybe the tricep. And there's no way you want to put the go-ahead run on in the bottom of the 8th by hitting somebody, especially when you got 2 strikes on him. So one that got away from Brandon Kinsler, obviously. If they're grabbing his hand because it got him in the funny bone, maybe. It's the worst feeling that I've said this a million times you could possibly have. You know when you hit your funny bone real quick and it goes away in a couple seconds? When you get hit by a pitch there, it stays for a good 2-3 minutes.
Johan Camargo, base hit and a walk today. He and Dansby Swanson have been their RBI guys in this series. Each has driven in 4. And Brandon kind of flying open, continues to miss to that side of the plate where he hit Suzuki.
If you get on the side of the sinker, it'll have way more run to it. If you get on top of it and out front with it, you get the true sink.
Out there again, 3-0. And then another left-handed batter on deck in Tucker.
Now locate a sinker here, keep it down.
Strike 2.
But he set up away and he had to reach across. Let's see what PitchCast says. Yeah, it's in there. I thought it was too initially. Before all the PitchCast and boxes, umpires would have never called that. If you didn't hit the glove or the location, it was a ball, or at least near it.
Runner on the move here, 3-2. Out to short, Trey Turner, ball hugging the ground. He's got it to Reynolds, and this one going top 9. Soto, Rendon, and Reynolds straight ahead. A couple of heavyweights atop the division battling big time in this series. Nats looking for a split. 2-2 into the 9th. today, but he's done some damage in this series, especially yesterday. Nats will be facing the Braves closer in a 2-2 game. That's Arodys Vizcaíno, the 27-year-old right-hander, who has saved 10 out of 12 this year. No save up for grabs here, just in a hold-em situation, as ball clubs will use their closer at home in the 9th inning.
A pretty good fastball from Vizcaíno, 95 to 100. Curveball change to complement it. Mostly just a curveball, though. Rarely throws the changeup. So opponents hitting 226 against the fastball, just 094 against the curve. Get on the heater. Easy to say. It's 100 miles an hour.
Got his 10th save Thursday night, giving up 1 hit, striking out 3 in the 9th. That's his most recent appearance. And in that 9th inning, he struck out 1 swinging. 1-0 pitch, ball 2. If the Nats take the lead, you know who's pitching the bottom of the 9th. If it's tied, Wander Suero will get the call. Braves have the bottom of their order due up. And a 3-pitch step in the right direction to get that lead run aboard.
This is not a green light scenario. But he'd like that pitch right here again.
Tanner Roark for the Nats. He pitched here on Thursday night and pitched 6 2/3. So he replaces Wander Suero. Couple of off days coming up. Tanner probably wouldn't start till next weekend. Soto pops it up, but it's out of play.
Yeah, off day Monday, off day Thursday. And maybe he saw Jeffrey Rodriguez pitch on 3 days rest, and he's going to do it.
Young manager always thinking outside the box, looking for an edge. 3-2 to Soto. Wow, what a take and what a walk to lead off the 9th for a young hitter.
How'd he take that? I swung so hard in my brain right there. I thought that was a strike, and he takes a borderline pitch and walks. So leadoff man on. Tie ball game, top of the 9th, game on. You knew it was coming. Here we go.
Mentioned this stat earlier in the series. Kurt Suzuki not getting a lot of help from his pitching staff against opposing base runners, including 2 today. He's 1 for 15. Soto has 1 big league steal. So Rendon in there. First pitch low in the zone for a strike. Anthony against Vizcaíno career, looking for that first base hit. Couple of walks, 0 for 5, 2 RBIs. Now up in the zone. This time of the day after 4 o'clock, some welcome cloud cover for the hitters. That's Rendon jerking that bat back on the take. And for some fans unfamiliar with that, they thought he went around.
He never goes. That's as close as he'll ever come.
Target away, 1-2. Rendon jammed. Pop fly, center field, and on the ground. Into second is Soto. 2 on, nobody out.
Put the ball in play with 2 strikes, good things happen. And I think if Juan Soto saw where this ball was, he might have gone to third, but he couldn't see it because it was in the middle of 3 guys. Watch it kick away there, and nobody knows where the ball is. He thought about going, but by the time he was thinking about it for real, Swanson had the ball, so Anthony Rendon will take it. Base hit, line is moving, same seats.
Mark Reynolds 0 for 3 career against Vizcaíno.
Look at that.
Big power hitter showing bunt, and that got Camargo on the move at third.
Probably doing it on his own. Juan Soto's got to get a bigger lead at second. He's way too close to the base. That's where he started last pitch.
Bob Henley hollering at him. That's ball 2 low. Vizcaíno falling behind here, creating a problem in the 9th inning for the Braves.
Yeah, Juan's real close to second base. That's one of the smallest leads I've seen at second all year. He's creeping off now.
Yeah, usually the guy at second has the bigger lead. But of course they are playing way behind Rendon.
Albies is close, but not close enough. He can get another step if he wants.
Two and one. Reynolds with a high fly ball right side, well out of play.
He's thinking that way. He's trying to drive Juan Soto in to the right side, and if he misses, you advance him. Pretty clutch from the 7th inning on.
2-2 ball game, top 9. The Nats have 2 men aboard for the first time today. Reynolds, hard hit, right center. Soto late getting back to tag, and he's got to freeze. Pretty good throw by Inciarte, but it took Juan a while to get back to the bag.
Yeah, he got to tag up on that, especially this time. So base running error by Juan Soto. Mark Reynolds did everything right to get him over there, and you could hear Bob Henley screaming tag as soon as this ball went in the air. You know it's Ender Inciarte. He covers ground like no other out there. And Juan Soto sees it and freezes. You got to go back right away and tag up, and he would have been on third. So now you got to drive him in from second. Pretty good at bat by Mark Reynolds.
There's Brian Goodwin. 2 on, 1 out. Brian looking for something. He has struck out 3 times today. Anibal Sanchez rough on him.
You know, we saw it with Bryce. Every once in a while, 19 shows up. And right there, that's he thought that was in the gap. He was going to score. I guarantee you he doesn't do it again, because that kid learns quicker than any 19-year-old I've ever seen. At least I've been told that, I should say.
1-1. Ball 2 to Goodwin. When Brian Goodwin started the season, he wasn't hitting for high average, 250, but he had 6 hits and 24 at bats, and those hits produced 8 runs batted in. Still feeling his way back here. Ball through. Oh no, strike 2. Sorry, thought it was up and away.
Catches the edge.
Counts even. 2 outs. Michael A. Taylor trying to keep this inning from falling apart.
Yeah, tough day for Brian Goodwin. 4th strikeout on a nasty curve. Now Michael A. Taylor going to try to pick everybody up right here.
He had a double down the left field line against Vizcaíno here Thursday. Two for 4 career against the right-hander.
That's one you just tip your cap. 1-0 pitch, you're sitting fastball. He paints a curve on the outer half. Could have that one. All right, driver's seat. Time to do some damage right here if you're Michael A., you're thinking.
Three and one.
Good take.
Guy who came up clutch in the late innings yesterday on deck.
Sometimes when you're struggling, you swing with the count. What's that mean? Well, 2-1, I'm swinging. He's throwing a strike. Michael A. eyeballed that nice. And now he's even more in the driver's seat here, 3-1.
Takes the fastball up. He walked last time, but that was a strike. Now the runners will be on the move.
Michael A. likes to swing in this count.
Crowd of 33,132 on their feet with 2 outs in the 9th. And their closer will shut down the momentum by stepping off.
Atlanta, Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a $44 donation to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. And guess who's pitching right now for the Nationals? There he is, Tanner Roark, his first relief appearance of the year. And I want to say first relief appearance since 16.
Yeah, that's when he was last doing both for the Nats. 6 2/3 Thursday night, 3 earned runs, 4 runs total on 7 hits. He walked 4 guys and then another intentionally and struck out 7. Preston Tucker first up for the Braves.
You'll see fastball, curveball, slider change from Tanner. Fastball between 89 and 94. Tanner's job, get it to the 10th.
Tucker had that early double for 2 runs in that game. Looking at the ledger, Tanner made 2 relief appearances last year. Started 30 games, pitched in 32 overall, but not nearly as much as he swung back and forth back in 15 when he made 12 starts and appeared in 40 games. Right side, good start. Defoe to Reynolds. 1 out.
So 7th inning, Dansby Swanson tied this thing up on a 2-0 fastball from Sean Kelly, his 5th of the year, 2nd of this series.
Number 9 spot next.
The last time I remember a starter pitching in Atlanta was Dan Herron. He got his first career save.
Remember that? Yeah.
We've seen some weird ones here over the years. Real weird. I mean, all great games, but when these 2 teams lock horns, something strange always happens, and they're usually good baseball games.
Charlie Culberson stepped out on deck. Swanson against Roark the other night. 0 for 2 with an intentional walk. And the count here goes to 2-1.
Yeah, the success against Dansby, I think I said it last time, has been on pitches away. Whether it's the backdoor fastball, Gio Gonzalez struck him out twice yesterday on 2-seamers away, I believe. Steven Strasburg had success with a pair of 97s on the black away. I think Gio might have busted him in one time yesterday too for strike 3.
2-2 from Roark. And the Braves get the winning run on. Swanson going for 2. He's out. Pointing to the dugout, he wants them to challenge, but the throw beat him, and that doesn't mean everything like it used to. We'll see.
But did you put the tag between his hands, and did his hands get in there? That's the only thing I'm thinking. Braves have to challenge bottom of the 9th. You can't take the challenges with you in the clubhouse. So a little hesitation here, and then he goes for it. And did you tag him on the hand? Big collision here. And it looks like he might have got in there. You heard the crowd's reaction, and they've got it on the big board here. I think what happened there is Juan Soto was playing no doubles. He was in the left center field gap, so he had to cruise way toward the line, did the spin move and throw, but all that time allowed Swanson to think about going too. Here's an Expo look at the slide at second. I think his left hand gets in there right before the tag. Wilmer Defoe did nothing wrong. It's a tough play for a second baseman. You got your back to the play. Your first priority is to catch a baseball. Then you got to kind of spin around blindly and find the runner. But we talked about Juan Soto likes to play deep. The ball hit in front of him. He did nothing wrong either. He just had to go a long way for that ball, spin move. It's not like Swanson caught him cheating or dogging it in any way.
Well, credit Swanson thinking two bags right out of the batter's box. Charlie Culberson has one walk-off hit for the Braves this week, a homer on Monday. Culberson career. Looks like he's facing Tanner for the first time. Defoe near the bag.
So this is what we're talking about. He's playing no doubles, so he's got a long way to go. Watch, he's playing the gap. So he goes over here, makes sure he catch it, spin move, throw. Maybe could have thrown it a little more firm. I don't know that he knew because his back to the play that Swanson was going there.
Culberson to left, and this game's over. He hit a two-run walk-off homer Monday, and he does it to the Nats Sunday.
Has something sitting up there for him. First pitch slider, second pitch fastball, and he was looking in there and did some damage.
So the Braves twins, Swanson and Culberson, getting it done here at the bottom of the ninth and walking the Nats off.
Nats will lead town a game and a half behind Atlanta as the Braves win 3 out of 4. They're heading for the West Coast. The Nats are coming home after what is now a 7-3 road trip. So some good defense by the Nationals early in the ball game. Kept things from getting out of hand a bit. Tampa Bay in for Tuesday. We'll get you going at 6:30 on Masson 2. Max Scherzer will pitch against the Rays 2 nights from now. This has been a presentation of Masson. Johnny and Ray straight ahead now with Nats Extra post game. And from Atlanta, a tough one to swallow. So long for just a while.